Galaxy 2. Okay, so I saw one of my favorite shows. Shout out to Beyond the Trailer. It's one of my favorite shows on YouTube. I watch mostly YouTube more than I watch TV. Other than like shows, I don't watch TV. But I do watch my Flash and my Arrow, my iZombie, the Goldbergs, Community, Seinfeld. You know, the usual stuff. And she was like how the beginning was kind of but the end was great. So I was like, oh no, you know, it's gonna be one of those movies. But I was watching the beginning and it was okay. Like it was alright. It wasn't part one beginnings, but it was part two. It was alright, you know. Let me just say it's not a kid's movie. They had a lot of male organ jokes. Ego the Living Planet. Spoilers! Basically, I'm spoiling the whole movie, so I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen before it's gonna happen. Other places be like, I don't need to spoil it. See, I'm not held up by no embargoes or nothing I signed that I can't say I can talk about it. So Ego the Living Planet saves them from the gold people. Popularity batteries, it's pretty funny. Howard the Duck is in the movie for a second. He's in there chatting. The Guardians of the Galaxy is a Marvel movie, but it's not a Marvel movie. Like, it's so far removed from how the Marvel movies are, but it's still in the Marvel movie cinematic universe. So I guess it's a Marvel movie, but it's not a Marvel movie like Captain America or Iron Man. It's a very different vibe to these movies. James Gunn got some real daddy issues with this one. It's about Ego the Living Planet. I don't know why it had to be about that. It could have been about something better. If you ask me, in my opinion, the whole movie was about Peter Quill finding his dad. And I mean, you got issues with your pops if you write a whole movie about an interstellar daddy that you miss. I think Yondu came out of the shop and he was like smashing a sex robot. Can't wait for the future. Stallone is in there, he's somebody. I don't know. Sons of Anarchy dude, which was one of my favorite dudes. Sons of Anarchy, the guy that got the scar on his face. That talks like this, Nancy. I don't know if I'm doing it right. I'm not trying to be rude or nothing. I'm really trying to nail it. I'm trying to get it right. But he was in it for a second and then he died. Kurt Russell is Star-Lord's dad, Jurassic Park's dad. Drax is the best part up until a point. He was hilarious up until he met Mantis. And then when he met Mantis, his honesty became body shaming to me. That was what you do. I don't know what they call it because I've never used that to like approach a woman. But like when you like be rude to them and make them like you for being rude to them. I don't know how that works. When he said Earthlings have their hang-ups, was pretty funny. Him and Ego the Living Planet were playing football with like the light. And it was like this was seriously James Gunn's. He got dad issues movie. If he wrote this, then he has daddy issues, okay? Because the whole movie was like, where's my dad? I need my dad. Give me a break. Drax kept body shaming this girl Mantis, and it was funny. Not for nothing, I was laughing, because it was funny, you know? But after a while, he was straight body shaming her. Like, he kept calling her ugly, and she was like, yes, I'm ugly. It was just like, it was funny. The people in the crowd thought it was hilarious. Like, there was a lot of laughs at those parts. Unfortunately, whatever. I found it a little bit crass. But at the same point, you know, whatever. It's only my opinion. The Ravengers are real jerks. Yondu gets a new fin. Yondu gets a new fin. It's gonna be like the new cartoon on the Cartoon Network. It's gonna be like what happened with Yondu and Peter Quill growing up or something. So I'll bet you it's that. But Yondu and Rocket Raccoon's part was like fantastic. That part where they broke out of the Ravagers prison was absolutely wonderful. When he was making his arrow. I'm spitting all over the place, but you get the point. Wait, let me do that again. Taserface was hilarious. The Taserface joke was funny. Mantis knew that Ego was trying to take them there to kill everybody or get him to use them as a battery, and she didn't say anything, but it's not her place to say anything really either. I mean, if you down with one of the biggest villains in the galaxy, I mean, be down with that dude. Show a little bit of loyalty. When Nebula ran up on Gamora and was like, this dude ripped my brain out, or ripped my spine out, and put like robot parts and this and that, and like I'm mostly a robot now because of you. Like, he kept trying to make me better because you kept beating me even with all my robot enhancements. I sort of got a deeper respect for Nebula when that happened, because I mean, she was just the hot chick from Selfie. You know that's the hot chick from Selfie, right? You know the chick from Selfie? Y'all missed that show. Selfie was on ABC. Just getting off topic now, but I'm gonna pitch my show because it's one of my favorite shows ever, and they didn't continue it. Selfie was on ABC. Shout out to the show Selfie. Shout out to Nebula, because I remember your show, Nebula. I was a fan of it. The Watcher, the part with the Watcher and Stan Lee was really cute. Ego's expansion, when they found out he was a bad guy and he was trying to really like kill everybody, it was like a real good bait and switch, you know, because up to that point he just seemed like, oh, nice old dad, I want to reconnect with my son, you know. A lot of this stuff could have been avoided though, because he could have told Yondu, he could have told his Peter Quill friend that, yo, your dad is like killed, like your dad killed people, bro. You don't really want to mess with that dude. That's why I kept you here. And he waited to the last moment. I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. With that being said, in the last 20 minutes of the movie, I cried like 20 times. Straight up cry. It was a very emotional movie. The body shaming, the ugly girl stuff. I mean, it was funny for a second, but then after a while, got to be a little bit too much, Drax. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then I knew he was gonna be like, oh, but you're beautiful. It's fine. Like, it was funny. You know what I'm saying? But after a while, I don't know. It was a great movie. Was it as good as the first one? After you have something the first time, is the second time always as good as the first time? Sometimes things get better. Sometimes they don't. You know? James Gunn wanted to make his daddy movie. He got daddy issues, so he made his movie about his dad and disguised it as a Guardians of the Galaxy movie. Whatever. Like so hard. Other than that, it was alright. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Bangs, what do you think about that Guardians of the Galaxy 2? Just saying.